I'm so excited to see you guys today. So today we are doing what we talked about yesterday. So we're doing a little bit of a spooky kind of live stream today, since yesterday we did a Halloween live stream on Chance's Twitch channel. So I wanted to get with you guys today, as we discussed on our live stream yesterday on my channel, that today is going to be like the main live stream for Halloween. And I had you guys choose between doing like a spirit session, like how I would connect to spirit, or my grandmother has passed away, which I connect to her a lot. I asked you guys if you'd rather see something like that, and it just be kind of like an open hangout, or if you'd rather see some video games being played. And you guys wanted to see the spirit session. You guys wanted to be a part of the spirit session. So that is what we are doing today. I have lots of supplies ready to show you, kind of what I would do either for my connecting with my grandmother, or any just kind of like ceremonial practice. Like I do stuff around like my birthday and like different moon phases for different things. I'm definitely into anything that feels good. So that's what we're doing today. We're gonna try to connect to my grandmother, and she loves you guys. Before she passed away, she always asked about my community, about my YouTube channel, the work that I did, so I really believe that she will come through for us, and I already feel her here. Before I started this live stream, I already was hearing like knocks in my room, and sometimes I see like, I don't know if you guys see auras as well, but sometimes I'll see like colorful imprints of like people or just random images on like white walls and stuff, just almost like if someone was standing there and then they moved and their energy imprint was still there. Sometimes I see that, and I've been seeing a little bit of that today, which is kind of interesting. What's up, sister? I'm here in Utah. When I drive around, I've been keeping an eye out to see if I can bump into you. I did go to Target today and pick up lots of Halloween candy for myself. Yeah, I wanted to make sure I went there as fast as possible and got some candy. I don't know if you guys can see, I also got that little tree. I think it's so cute. So now I have another tree in my house, exactly what I need, right? Chance also got one, so technically we have 4 Christmas trees in our house right now, but they're like year-round trees. I think that we should always be able to have plants and trees or whatever we want in our house. Well, I hope that you're doing well, Bhuta. I know that you are close by, so I'm sending you some love and energy. Maybe you'll feel it even more because you are closer. What is up, Burning Spirit Light? What's up, Zarisha? How are you guys? I like Minecraft gaming. How are you guys? So today we are going to be doing a little bit something spooky. And we went to the Meadow Hot Springs yesterday. That sounds amazing. Martin, what is up? Eric, hello, everybody's here. Great. So as I was telling you guys yesterday, we're gonna probably make some new friends today, and we're probably gonna get some unsubs on the channel, because as soon as I showed you guys my dream altar yesterday, someone was already triggered by it. So I decided to get even more spooky, since the dream altar seemed to frighten some people, even though it's just all childlike fun stuff that I want to manifest through my dreams. But you know, we decided to go a little bit extra on this live stream, especially for spooky season. I've never done like an actual like spirit session on here before, so this is for all of you, especially the ones who think I'm into like dark practices but are very highly misunderstood by that. Evan, what is up? Ghost Wolf, how's it going? Dion, everyone is here. Cool, cool, cool. Yep, exactly. I have committed to being my fullest, most authentic self on this channel, regardless of what people think about it. And I'm a very kind of like ceremonial person. I put a lot of thought into like, even when it's synchronicity on the clock, it's not just 11:11, but it's, if it, you know, 2:22, 5:55, whatever. Anytime there's a synchronicity, I make a wish. And there's like all these little things that I do in my life that are technically the same thing as like manifesting something, you know, through belief and intention. If I believe or intend for something to work a certain way in my reality, as long as that is in alignment with my beliefs, and obviously it doesn't involve anybody else because free will is a universal law, it has to be something that affects my life personally, then I believe we can totally do that. So today I'm going to be showing you a little bit about what I do to connect to my grandmother. As you guys know, I took care of my grandmother in hospice last year, and she passed away on the 28th, so right before October. She's the spookiest lady. She's into, she loves Halloween, first of all, so I think it's ironic that she passed 2 days before Halloween. But I connect to her through spirit a lot, through dreams, through so many different ways. I actually have a notebook where I've written every single way, like every single message or sign that she has given me since she's passed away, and I have over 4 pages full of different ways that she's shown me that she's around. You know, like she comes through in so many different ways, and I've been able to create a really awesome relationship with her even on the other side, which is cool. And it took a little bit to figure out, you know, like what kind of signs or messages were from her favorite ways to connect with me, when I'm most likely to receive a message from her. Usually it's when we're being present, paying attention. If we're distracted, you know, if we're just scrolling on our phone or something, even if we receive a message, we might not notice it, right? So I take some time to be present and be open so I can connect with her just in case there are times where I'm distracted. And that's what we're going to do today. We're just doing an intentional spirit session to be able to connect with my grandma. She loves you guys. Before she passed away, she asked about you guys all the time, watched videos on my YouTube channel, and was trying to understand lucid dreaming and was asking questions about it. And so I really do feel like she would want to come through for all of us together. And again, like I said, I already felt her before I started this. Yeah, I make a wish on every single synchronicity on the clock, because as long as we believe we live in a magical world, then we do. And so I'm just, you know, and that's one way that I nurture my inner child, is by, I still, you know, make wishes after I blow on a dandelion, which I think everyone should still do that. Any opportunity I find to create a little bit more magic or fun or anything like that, I do it. So yeah, I have a lot of tools today that I will be showing you. I have my Ouija board here, I have my dowsing rods here, my pendulum, my cards, my notebooks. I have some stuff that belonged to my grandmother. I have the ghost box ready to go, so I have like literally everything here right now. And then if you guys have questions as we move through this, then let me know. Of course, when it comes to connecting with loved ones and doing any sort of like ceremonial work like that, I definitely believe it's whatever feels right, whatever feels good to you. It's going to be different for everybody, so I don't necessarily like follow like spell books, for example, of like how to manifest something in particular. Whatever, it's whatever feels like the right choice to you. So a lot of this kind of stuff is super intuitive, so I just recommend being, you know, following your intuition and seeing what feels right, because every session, regardless of what you use it for, is going to be different, and it's so much more fun if you allow your intuition to lead the way. Like when making sigils and stuff, sigils is pretty much just a little magical symbol that you make by breaking down what your desire is, breaking down those letters into specific symbols and images, and making a powerful sigil, a powerful symbol that represents that thing that you're bringing in or that you're working on. And so it's just, that's a very intuitive practice. So this is all about just kind of following what feels right. I will show you guys how to make a sigil though, if that's something you want to do today, then we can do that as well. And I even used a sigil for like the YouTube issues I was experiencing. I wrote down my desire, then you basically cross out all of the vowels in your desire, and then you just break apart the letters and make them into a symbol. And so that symbol kind of holds the energy of that desire you're working on. So I made one and I put it right next to my computer, and I was keeping it there until my YouTube issues resolved. And because I put that energy and belief into that, I feel like it helped. And then obviously once they've been resolved, I have a burning jar where from all my spells and stuff, or whatever I'm journaling that I need to burn after to release, I just keep it all in a jar, and then I just go when I can and burn it all at once. But anyway, yeah. 3 days before my dad passed, I was dreaming about him every night. Seeing my dad at his funeral was so strange. Without his spirit, his body looked totally different. Yeah, that's how it was when my grandmother passed away. She obviously passed away here. I was holding her hand, and you can visibly feel and see when their soul, when their awareness leaves their physical body. Like, I could feel when she left, and it was the craziest thing. And she did not wait to show me that she was around. I just saw like a sparkle, almost, it looked like almost like a shooting star on the wall. It was very bright and just went shh, and then disappeared. See, that's what I mean. I like see so many more things visually now than I did before she passed away, which is how I know that that's one way she's connecting with me. Also, one way that she connects with me a lot is through color, like seeing auras. So for anyone who has never seen an aura before, you can actually see your electromagnetic field, and the best way to practice this is to kind of, you can use your own hand, but I would have it against like a white wall or a white board or a white surface, which is why I practiced in school a lot, because the teachers are standing in front of a whiteboard and I'd be able to look at them but almost like see through them, and it would almost blur my vision a slight bit, if you know what I mean, how you can do that. And then I would see this like colorful field start to build up around them, and at first it was just white, and then the more I did it, I would be able to see colors. Usually it wouldn't be more than like 2 colors at a time, but it would start to go from white, and then the more I did it, I would start to see individual colors, like it would turn green or blue or pink. And I was like, whoa. And so I just started to practice this a lot in school. And after, the teachers would move, I would still see their colorful imprint on the whiteboard. And so I started practicing this even with myself. So I'd have my hand and I would put it on a white wall, and you almost see through it. It's like you're looking at the top of your hand, but you like see past it. And then eventually you'll start to see like this white outline, and that's what you want to keep building on. So you want to just focus on that white outline, and then eventually it'll get brighter and you'll start to see different colors. So that's how I learned how to see auras and stuff. And you can also practice with the trees, like anything living, it seems to work. Not too long ago, I went camping, and when the sun was going down, all you could see was like the sunset, and then it was the treetops, and I was like kind of zoning out past the treetops, and all of a sudden I started to see an energy field. Like literally, it looked like the tops of trees, but just this colorful, bright, like green color. And then you can look away and you still see it in your imprint, almost like when you look at the sun and then you look away and you can still see the imprint of colors. It looks like that, and you can induce that. So yeah, that's kind of one way that my grandmother comes through, because she'll send me an aura and I'll see birds on her shoulders and stuff. And my grandma always had her birds on her, her cats around, her dogs. And so especially if I see a woman with birds on her shoulders, I'm like, for sure that's my grandma. And so I've been seeing auras and stuff like that since she's passed away. So yeah, I've been practicing that, I don't know, as long as I can remember, maybe grade school. The aura seeing part. I filmed my daughter's cat orb leaving. Let me turn off the light and film with my flash on. Then I took a screenshot from the vid, and I definitely saw. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. Wait, what? Oh my gosh. The vet hung it in the office. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be so comforting for so many people. Yes, guys, yes, we can naturally. I have a pic of my dad. Yeah, see, we can naturally do these things. It's about becoming present enough and building your own intuitive skills where you'll be able to notice these subtle ways that they come through. Like even just today, I was talking to my grandmother and I was looking around and I literally saw in the clouds a smiley face. I took a picture of it later today. After I went to the store and got candy, I was talking to her again, and I look up and I see a heart in the sky, in the clouds. Like, there's so many ways they can come through that are so subtle that we wouldn't notice if we weren't paying attention. And so I don't forget any of the ways that my grandmother has been coming through. That's why I write them all down in the journal. So the journal that I dedicated to her has tons of different sections in it, but one of the sections is all of the signs or messages that she has given me, or all the ways that she has come through since she's passed away. And then I can look through those, every single way that I've noticed that she has come through, every synchronicity, every like weird occurrence. And that's so comforting, because now I can just read through all of this and be like, wow, this is literally proof that she's around and that she knows how to let me know, and I just keep building to that list. There's other sections where I wrote my like hospice story with her. There's another section where I write down all the things I'm grateful for that she taught me. There's another section where I write down everything that her and I have in common. It's just a way for me to connect to her energy when I miss her, and because I'm keeping it all in a journal, I'm going to be able to remember every single little detail, so I just write everything in there that I wouldn't want to forget. So you can do this with your loved ones, which is what I definitely would recommend, because it's been very helpful to have that like outlet when I miss her. I can still work with her in those ways. Yes, yes, and you can kind of alter what we're gonna do today to your intuition, and you can connect with animals, you can connect with past loved ones. This is probably a great way to connect with like your spirit guides and stuff too. There's no formula. I'm just intuitively going with what feels right, because that's what we should always do. So that is what we are going to do. So I will show you some of the things that I have. Where do I start? Well, first and foremost, I have the Ouija board here. So we will be using this. We will be cleansing everything that we use. I have some incense here as well behind me. So we have the Ouija board here. To just like clear our space and stuff beforehand, I have my singing bowl here. I'm gonna set that here. This candle I found that really smells like my grandpa's cologne. I found it the other day, and it literally smells like their house used to, and it like gives me like deja vu kind of. And so I was like, hey, I have to get this candle, that way when I like work with them or I want to bring them in, I can light this candle and it will smell like their house. And that's another thing, like if you have your loved one's perfume that they used to wear and you smell it and it totally takes you back to when you were a kid, or totally makes you feel like they're right there with you, that's something that I would recommend. I have my grandmother's perfume, and as soon as I smell that, it makes me cry a lot of the time because it's so powerful. That's her, like that is her smell in a bottle. And so a lot of the time I'll use that when I am, you know, when I am working with her or I want to feel like she's around. We gotta talk to my friend. I was gonna do the 444 thing, but I gotta help my son right now. Oh, yes, absolutely. Yeah. All right, so I have something for like each element as well. If you don't care about that, you don't have to do that. But I have some feathers that we will use. These are ones that I have foraged on my own. So we have feathers for air. I have some water that we're going to bless for the water element. I have a stone for earth. And then of course this candle is for fire. And we'll kind of like open up a sacred circle before we begin. And pretty much what that does is it just is a circle that holds our intentions. It's a way to kind of like open up the space to state your intentions, to create a sacred circle of your intentions through this. And obviously ours is going to be to connect with whoever wants to come through, but specifically my grandmother. And if there is anything that happens in the room while we do this, I will let you guys know. Hopefully you can hear some of it as well. Sometimes I hear weird noises in my bathroom and my closet, which are right there. It's like a settling sound, but it like happens over and over and over. And who knows what that is, but it happens at weird times sometimes. So let me know if you guys hear anything. I'm not sure how good the quality is of sound, but you know, let me know, because we're gonna be doing this. Yes. Yeah, we can totally try. Like, again, we're gonna have the ghost box on. So if you guys want, while we have the ghost box on, you can try to think of a word that you want it to say. Like if you're trying to connect with a loved one or something, tell them to bring us a sign, and we'll hear it when it comes through on the ghost box. So really we can connect with anyone. Uh, Bye, Minecraft Gaming. The link, are you talking about yesterday when we did the stream on Chance's channel? That's the only link I can think of. Okay, let's continue on the items that we have. So I have also 2 card decks. We can pull a card. Maybe we'll pull a card for the collective, everyone here. And then before we begin, just to kind of set the space, see if any message wants to come through or something. That'll be fun, right? We have my 2 favorite cards. And again, you kind of just can play with it. That's what I love about this practice. It's actually something that I feel like keeps my inner child alive, because I used to do this all the time when I was really, really little. I even had like so many little spell books for like teen spell books for just like random stuff, or like, you know, moon spell books and all this, like, since I can remember. So this definitely makes me feel like a kid. Okay, now this thing that I have, yeah, and we'll take questions too. We'll see if we can have questions come through when we kind of open up the space. So let's do that. Yeah, we'll do it through the ghost box. These are dowsing rods. So I got the all copper ones because apparently that's what's best for this kind of thing. Pretty much it's like a pendulum. All these everything we're using is a form of divination, even the Ouija board, the dowsing rods, the cards, the pendulum. They all do the same thing. There's not something that's negative about one and not about the other. They are just divination tools, just like a regular oracle card, and it's also ways for us to talk to our subconscious as well. And I think it's called the ideomotor effect, which is your subconscious mind's way of getting certain answers through even the Ouija board, and making little micro movements subconsciously to answer your own questions or to speak to your inner self. So it's kind of a tool to speak to your inner self as well. It's not just to connect to spirit or energies outside of you. But the dowsing rods, if you can see them, channeling is definitely a form of divination for sure. So pretty much these dowsing rods, I'm going to hold really, really still. Now when it goes open like that, that is a no. If it crosses, that's yes. And sometimes it will point to specific parts of the room. If we say, where are you located? Where are you standing? Say we're talking to someone in particular, sometimes it will move these rods in the direction. And they're very easy to move. It's why using a pendulum is good. It's not like you're asking them to knock something over. You're making it very, very easy for people to connect with you because of how light and easy these are to actually use. So we have these to use as well. I have a notebook just in case, because I do like automatic writing sometimes, and that's pretty much where you close your eyes, you tune in, and then you will just like either scribble or you will just write and see what comes up. We can do that, or if there's something that's said that we want to remember, we can use this when we're using the ghost box or the Ouija board or anything like that that comes through. So we have our notebook as well. I have some Florida water, which is pretty much gin as the alcohol base with essential oils, and as you can see it has a rosemary stem in it, and this is basically like, it's exactly what sage does to the like space and to the air, but for specific items. So this is like a spiritual cleanser for your tools and stuff, and sometimes I just put it on my hands and it feels very cleansing and nice, and I clean my desk with it and stuff, and it smells so good. There's like lemon balm in here, frankincense, ylang-ylang, I think, rosemary obviously, and it's just very, very nice. So we're going to also clean our board with that, or at least kind of flick some on. Lastly, I have a couple things that were my grandma's. So first of all, I have her lock of hair, which I believe will be pretty powerful. I have 2 locks of hair in there. I have a younger picture of her, and then I have a picture of us together, and this is one of my favorite pictures of us, so I decided to bring both. Then we have a little Buddhist stone, or it was like a Mayan carved stone from my grandfather, and then their black opal, you can't really see it, but it's very shiny and cool, their black opal ring that they gave me. My grandma actually gave me this off of my grandfather's finger at his service when he passed away. And so now it's very, very sacred and special to me to have this, because it's a very divine gift from both of them. So pretty much we have all our stuff on the ground. You just want to create a nice space that just feels like a sacred circle with all of your belongings. So I'm going to set up the circle, and then we'll probably pull cards first, and then we will get the ghost box going as well. And yeah. Oh my gosh, overprotected, that's so crazy. Warren, what is up? Yeah, this app is crazy. It's the app that I notice like all of the paranormal investigators that I watch use, and it's the one that feels the most reliable for sure. So I'm trying to see where we're gonna have the Ouija board so we can see it. Would this be a bad spot? So let me see first. Oh, this is a good spot. Is this a good spot? Oh, we're protected. Thank you so much for the $10, dude. I appreciate you. I'm so sorry if you sent a message with that. It's not showing me the message on mobile. But thank you so much. I appreciate you guys so much. Okay, cool. So I guess this is where we're gonna have it. I will also have a candle lit, so you will be able to see. Let's see how well candle help. Yeah, that will help a lot. So I'm gonna use a different one, but I just wanna, yeah, that will be good. Okay, so now I gotta figure out how. Yeah, it's vertical because I'm using my phone, my mobile phone. And if I use it horizontal, then we're gonna have less that I'm able to show you. And I wanted long view because I want you guys to be able to see me and the board. And if it was horizontal like usual, it's compressed this way, so it's a lot harder to do something where I'm trying to show you guys the board. So that is why I am using vertical view. I hope you guys do not mind. I really wanted some freedom from my desk as well, because that's where I make most of my videos, so I've been just filming with my phone more, so I hope that it doesn't. Oh my gosh, Dion, thank you so much. I so appreciate you guys. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the dono. You guys are the reason I'm able to do what I do and to spend as much time with you as I do. Oh my gosh, I really don't do the Ouija board or have done it, so I guess those will be interesting. Yes, give me 2. No, this is amazing. You guys are amazing. Oh my gosh, thank you. It's a Costa Rican cash, I think. So total we've made $18 on this stream, so I think it was around $10. I don't know where CRC is, please, but I think it's Costa Rica currency. That's what I believe anyway. Yeah, that was 5,000. I saw that from my screen and I was like, wait, what is going on? Okay, that makes sense though. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. Okay, it's getting kind of hot with this thing on. I might take this off. Okay. And then I just have some I bought this for my grandma to do like a crystal healing on her when she was here. And I did this whole ceremony for her when she was here. And it was really beautiful. So I thought this would be a great thing as well. Okay. How are you gonna clean the board? I'll use my hands. I'm gonna use this and clean our tools. I'm gonna clean the dowsing rod really fast. Yeah, that's what I was like, yeah, Costa Rican currency, right? Yeah. I've been dreaming about Costa Rica still since I got back. I will be back there again. You mark my words. I will be back there. I really want to get a property in Costa Rica. Oh my god. And then as I was saying that out there, we ran into someone from Washington, which is where I'm working on moving, that just bought a property in Costa Rica. What? That's what I'm talking about, the synchronicity. And so we started talking. Yeah, I definitely feel like I meant to. Because I ran into that person. I'm like, yep, that is a sign. Brian! Oh, well, let me wave to you since you don't have your since you don't have your sound on. Okay. And as we clean all our tools, we just, to set the intention, you just kind of imagine the effect that you want cleansing them to have. So we want to cleanse any residual energies from these tools. We want it to be fresh tools that are being used for this present moment, not anything that's happened in the past, but for this present moment, the messages that come through in this specific session. Together, I'm gonna put this, and don't worry, I will make sure everything is in view for you guys. We're gonna have the candle here. Yeah, we're gonna see what comes through in general. I will warn you guys, the necrophonic app, it does have a way of making things sound super creepy. Some of the voices are like very creepy sounding and like different whispers and stuff. So just wanted to, and that's what a lot of people say before they use it. It's like, and you can also add like reverb on it and all these different things to kind of hear what's coming through in different ways. But I just want to let you know it sounds kind of intense. There will be talking almost consistently through it because when we're using a ghost box, it is literally cycling through different radio stations basically at a very fast pace. So we're going to be hearing noise almost constantly, but there's going to be things and words and things that stand out that could verify some of the questions we're asking, anything like that. So it's normal to hear consistent sounds with the ghost box because it is cycling through different stations, different radio frequencies really, really fast. And so you will hear different conversations that are going on and everything like that. So I want to set up the circle first with like the fire, water, earth, air type of energy. And we're going to put all of our tools in the middle of that circle. And this will kind of symbolize us like cleansing all of our tools, opening up the sacred space with these tools that are inside of the circle. And again, you don't have to do the circle like casting a circle a specific way. I just do whatever feels good and feels fun. And I also kind of, I mean, I've been doing this since I've been messing around with this all since I was probably like 7, so I have definitely changed how I do things over the years a lot, as you can imagine. Little fun fact, I don't know if I told you guys this, but when I was 9, I was in this, like, they called it like a psychic circle with all these different adults that did this, like, it was all of these intuitives, and they, psychics was the word used back when I was a kid, but I don't really like that word. I usually say like intuitives or something, but there was tons of people that gave readings, there were mediums, did tons of different things, and they'd meet up at this coffee shop weekly, and they would like discuss their spiritual practices. They would sometimes host live readings at this coffee shop, and people would come in, and I was the youngest person there, obviously. There's all these different adults that were a part of this like weekly meeting, but I was 9, and that's when I gave my first tarot card reading. And then from that point, I like really liked it, and it was resonating with. I was so nervous though to do that at that coffee shop, but I remember feeling super excited after that, and I actually started giving animal readings, like to people's pets and animals and stuff, because I found that I can connect to animals a lot better than people. And I remember this one specific time where I just did it all online, like literally on Facebook. I had this Facebook group when I was really, really little. Obviously, Facebook hasn't been around like forever, but maybe I was like 10 or 11 when I finally made like the Facebook group. But it was free pet and angel readings, and it would pretty much be either with my angel cards that I had when I was a kid, or I would give like readings to people's like pets and they'd send me a picture. And I remember this one where I kept feeling this numb sharpness like go down my leg when I looked at this specific dog. And I remember that was the first like intuitive like reading I gave where I actually felt it in my body. And they actually ended up going to the doctor, taking their dog there, and there was slight nerve damage in their left leg. And that's exactly what I felt when I gave the reading. And that was my first experience with like, oh, I can actually feel, I can actually communicate with my physical body. You know, it can act as a vessel for information. And so, yeah, kind of a weird childhood, not as you would expect, but yeah, I've definitely kind of been geeking out about this for a while. My ghost reader are just like bored and stuff, and I get so scared to download Ghostwatch. It definitely sounds intense a little bit. I remember the first time I used this app, and it was one of the first times I used this Ouija board, and I wanted to set up the space and make it super crazy at night and everything. And the ghost box, like, it definitely can set the vibe because the voices that come through kind of sound eerie because they're all whispery. And could what you contact mess with your static from your camera? Yeah, so basically why they use people have like technology issues when they're connecting with spirit is because those are energy sources. Think about how much energy it takes to give a sign to the physical like plane, because it's such a dense reality that it takes a lot of energy. And so when you have things around like a flame, like a candle flame, or technology, they can use some of that energy to make their messages a little bit more potent, to maybe give us more signs that are more noticeable. So that's kind of why they use technology. So it's not like trying to drain your battery or anything. Usually they don't really mess with it unless you give them permission in a way. I usually do, because when I'm connecting with like my grandma or someone, I definitely want her to use any energy that's around to come through. I want her to feel like she can do that. So I usually state the boundaries. And that's something that also just kind of helps people feel safe, is stating what the boundaries are for this session. This is what I want to come through. This is what I don't want to come through. This is the intention of what we're looking for, blah, blah, blah. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to set up the corners. So fire is going to go here. I'm going to put water here, here, and air here. And then all of my tools I'm going to put inside of the circle. That way it's kind of like we're blessing everything that we'll be using, all of the pictures, all of the tools. I'm going to put this here too. And then we'll kind of just set an intention together. And then of course you guys will be able to ask questions and stuff too. And we can see what comes through in that way. I'm just stacking everything up in this circle. Let me make the circle a little bit bigger here. Yes, overprotected. Yes, yes. Yeah, I definitely feel more connected to animals. Okay, so we're going to light this incense really fast. And you can use an incense to like cleanse any of your tools, by the way. So basically, I'm just going to kind of move this around all of our tools with, of course, envisioning, intending that it is clear of all past residue, all past energy. These are fresh, new tools that are to be used for this session. And then this water, cleanse every element that we have here. We have our earth here, I have a selenite here we're going to cleanse, and the candle. Okay, now we're going to light the candle and make sure it's Ooh, your light's not on. Ooh, I love that. Yeah, all my lights are off besides I have a salt lamp out of sight where you can't see, and then I just have this little Christmas light and some candles, and then, yeah, a passive thing on my TV. Ooh, everyone, yeah, turn off your lights. Okay, this is great. All right, I'm lighting the candle. First, I'm just imagining now that we've cleansed everything in the circle, everything is purified, the energy and the space is purified. Of course, I always have this intention that everything within my space is what is creating a greater good in some way. That is what is welcome for this session, information that will benefit one of us, some of us, all of us, and bring us together to connect with Carolyn Anderson, or Lon Anderson, which is my grandma and grandpa, as well as anyone else that would like to come through and make yourselves known. Of course, I'm opening this circle with my community, and everything as far as love and above is welcome. Anything that will benefit one of you guys as far as answers that we get is also welcome, and anything that will resonate with one of us, some of us, or all of us is also welcome in this space. So as soon as I light this candle, it will signify that the circle is open. So I will go ahead and put this here. Okay, don't worry, I'll move everything back so you can see it. Oh, that really did brighten things up, didn't it? Okay, now I'm gonna make one final cleansing to this, just as like a little sound cleansing too. We cleansed with the Florida water, with sound, with light, and with intention. So I think we're pretty ready. Okay, everyone, we're going to be pulling a card first. Please come up with a question in your head of something that you would like answered. We're going to do a collective card for us all, and then we're going to do a card that's basically like inviting spirit or higher energies to communicate with us. So everyone think of your question. Everyone think of your question. And I want you guys to choose one or two. That will determine the deck that we use. Choose one or two in the chat. And within the next like 15 seconds, I will choose the number between one or two that has the highest vote in the chat. So use one or two, and that's basically determining what card deck we use. One, this one, or two. One or two. Damn, we got a lot of twos. Okay. Two is for us today, collectively. This is the Light and Dreams Oracle deck. Great choice. This is the one that I just got not too long ago. So we are pulling a card with the intention to receive a message that resonates or is helpful for one of us, some of us, or all of us in some way. So this is our collective card. And then once we do this, we are going to pull a card from the other deck that's kind of for all of us from spirit or from higher energy. So may I please talk to my guides at the highest frequency. Please help the correct or the perfect message that's going to resonate with us to come through. I always say an intention before I really do anything in my life. This card is Joan of Arc. So I'm not familiar with this deck yet, so I'm actually going to look that up. I know Joan of Arc is an extremely strong character, and she's truly a warrior. And so maybe there's something in your life where you need to be strong for yourself, but also for others involved, perhaps. And I'm going through something similar. This could be something emotionally, physically. 37, and 37 is one of my lucky numbers. That's kind of weird. let me see what this says though. I've only used this deck a couple times. This is my newest one. So I want to see what we have on here. Okay, let me see if I can read it. Okay, this is the card for all of us. I have to get down here to read it because it's very dark. Learn from those who inspire you. This card represents role models, inspiration, aspiration, success, and heroes. Joan of Arc became a national heroine at the age of 18 when she led the French army to victory over the English at Orleans. Her story inspired the French population during her life, and it has grown to mythic proportions today, making her one of the most legendary figures of all time. The legend of Joan of Arc is a great example of the power of heroic figures. By displaying strength, hope, and determination, she became an inspiration and role model to generations of people. By using the lives and success stories of others as an example, we too can be inspired and discover who we are and what we are capable of. I love this. And then there's a quote by Warren Buffett. There's a car beeping outside. Tell me your heroes and I'll tell you how your life will end up. So that's really cool. So this is really about being inspired by the people that you truly look up to, and it's been shown that, you know, the 5 people that we spend the most time with in our reality, we become like them. And this is also one of the steps to riches in the book Think and Grow Rich. It's surrounding yourself by people who kind of push you into discomfort. It's not necessarily them coaching you, but people not even being necessarily at your level of where you are, but people who are where you want to be, and seeing their actions as certain challenges that you can embody and that you can work with and using. It's kind of like the same idea with our ideal self, how I always talk to you guys about creating a vision of your ideal self. That can be your role model. It doesn't have to be somebody else, but it's also being mindful of the information that you're taking in, the energies that you're around with other people, because this entire universe is an energetic universe, and I think that it says a lot by, you know, who we spend our time with, who we invest in listening to or reading about or whatever it is. And it's seeing your life as a playground of where you can create who you want to be from the ground up. Yes, Think and Grow Rich. Yes, 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 yes. So I think that was a great card for all of us because you guys inspire me. I'm so excited to go live with you guys all the time and hang out because you guys are my favorite. Every time something crazy happens, I want to like jump into the Telegram chat and tell everybody. I love hosting my like long courses and stuff like that because we all get to hang out for a long period of time. And for those of you who don't know, I have an astral projection course that's a year-long astral projection course where we get to work together every single day for a year. There's going to be a group chat that's open for the entire 12 months. We're going to have monthly classes, we're going to have dream circles, live meditations, all of that, and we'll be working really closely together over the next year to learn how to use astral projection and experience it and explore consciousness in these new ways. So it's things like that that inspire me, being able to connect with you guys and share things that not everybody seems to care about, like dreams, for example. Who knew that I'd be able to find such a huge community of dreamers that inspire me every single day? And just finding ways that I can connect to you guys is one of my favorite things in the entire world. So I love that we got that card because you guys inspire me too. Let's see. I stood up to get something just before the car alarm went off. I'm gonna go. Yep, it's. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens here. Okay. Hopefully, not too many car alarms go off, but we'll see what happens. So now we're gonna pull a card that's kind of from spirit, from the energies that we want to connect to. All right. Let's see. Okay. This one I'm just going to use my intuition on the meaning of this card because I use this deck quite a bit. This is my Moonology deck, which I really enjoy. To name for message from spirit, whoever we're connecting to, anything that we should know about this session. Whoa, that's kind of crazy. So I literally got the card. This card was from Spirit of like who we're going to be communicating with today, or anyone that wants to come through, like anything that we should know. And the card that I got is New Moon in Gemini, and it says communication is key on it. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it literally says communication is key, and that card was to be sent to us from those we're going to be communicating with. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I think this could also be, I think that this could mean like communication is the best way to connect with people that we care about. Like being open to communicating, finding new ways to communicate, looking at the symbolism and messages, all the different ways that our loved ones can communicate with us. So I love that it said communication is key, because it's up to us to also find new ways to communicate with Spirit. It's almost like learning a new language. Once your loved one passes on, you obviously have a new level, you obviously have a new relationship, new ways to communicate with them. And so, yeah, exactly. And so communication is key. I feel like it's about taking the time to communicate with our loved ones. So many people think that once we pass away, that's it, and just to forget about our loved ones because it's too painful. But I think the best thing is to know that the pain that you feel for that loss is just showing how much you love and care about that person. So the amount of pain you feel really does translate to the amount of love that you have for that person. So allowing yourself to feel however you want to feel, but also not suppressing how you feel, giving yourself time to express how you feel, but also finding ways to experience comfort in new ways of connecting with our past loved ones. So I love that we got that card, because look what we're doing. We're taking some time to be present, to connect with our loved ones, and we're taking some time to be in a silent, kind of sacred space that we've set up just for them, just for our loved ones, which I think is really powerful. So this is not only for my loved ones, my grandfather and my grandmother, but this is also a space for you and your loved ones as well. So us taking time to do this is magical, and I want you guys to be aware of any synchronicities or anything that happens in your houses while we do this session. Because if your intention is to connect with any loved ones during this time, they're also going to use things in your space, or use your sense of smell, or things that they know that they can, to connect with you in your own individual way. So if you hear anything in your surrounding space, if you smell someone's perfume, or you feel tingling on the back of your head, my grandma, she would always run her fingers against my skin to help me fall asleep when I was little. And so I still feel that today. That's one way I know that she's around. So just be aware, just be mindful of what you feel while we do this. Yeah. So just be aware of what's going on in your space as we do this as well, because this is also a time for your loved ones to come through. So I have my grandmother's hair here, a locket of her hair. So I'm going to go ahead and set all of these just in front, as you can see, in front of the Ouija board. I have a picture of her, I have a ring, her lock of hair, something from my grandfather, and then a crystal. We're going to set up that space, and you just want it to feel right. You basically just do things in the way that you want to until it feels right. Your intuition will always lead you, and every session is going to look different. Like if you just came over to my house to hang out with me, we would probably have a different session than we're having right now, because we would both be following our intuition and how we feel we can best put our energy together and create something magical. So every time we do this, it's going to be slightly new. So, do you guys feel like we are ready to begin? Do you guys feel that you need to set up your space in any other way in your space? Does anybody have anything to share that has happened or anything since this has begun? We've already seen a few people have some synchronicities happen, which I think is amazing. But I want you guys to know that this is for all of us, and I want to make sure that you feel comfortable in your space as well, because this is as close as I can get you to me. So I want to make sure that you also feel comfortable in your space. Okay, here we go. let me put this away. First, we're going to, what do you guys think we should do first? Should we do a pendulum? Should we do dowsing rods? Should we do the ghost box? We're going to do the Ouija board after. So should we start with the ghost box? That's also going to be on while we're doing the Ouija board. So we're going to have the ghost box playing. You guys need to hear for me anything that comes through that maybe I missed, because I'm going to be holding the space. I'm going to be having my hands on the Ouija board. And then the ghost box will be going. So if you guys hear anything that it says that maybe I don't catch or anything, put it in the chat, because I would love to hear what you guys are hearing as well, especially, you know, if you hear anything else. So does that make sense for everyone? Okay, we'll do the pendulum really fast just to see. Let's see what questions we can actually ask on here. And then we have the ghost box. I have the ghost box ready right here. I'm using Chance's phone for that. So pretty much a pendulum works in the exact same way as a Ouija board, actually. It all comes down to micro movements, and there's basic answers like yes, no, and maybe. Yes, for me, on the pendulum is forward, no is this way, and then maybe is circular. So why don't we ask the pendulum if our circle's ready? Why don't we do that? Okay. So this is my pendulum. You can see. So a pendulum is pretty much, yeah, it works the same way as a Ouija board. So I'm going to put my foot right here so I can put my elbow on my knee to make sure that I don't move. And it will we'll kind of do it over the Ouija board. First, I let it feel my energy field, and a lot of the time it will stop. So we're going to train it really quick. I don't know if you guys can see it right now. Yeah, this is like a layered crystal. It has like a amethyst in it. I see like a whole bunch of different stones in it. So pretty much we're going to tell it to stop. Show me yes. It's shaking right now. I don't know if you guys can see it moving. Should I do it closer? I can also turn on the light for a sec if it's hard to see. Should I turn on the light? Oh no, it's way too, it's gonna be this light right here. It's gonna be way too bright. Let me see if I can go a little bit closer to you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna be facing this way. Stop. Show me yes. See it shaking. Okay, that's yes. Stop. Show me no. Okay, wait, that was me. Stop. Stop. Show me maybe. Oh my gosh, the wind outside is going so crazy. Okay, stop. Whoa, that stopped fast. Is our circle ready? Stop. Oh, okay, I had to really work on me still there. Okay, it seems like we're just gonna use that to check if we're ready, and we're good. So now I'm gonna start up the ghost box. Again, we're gonna hear some crazy stuff. in the ghost box, you're gonna hear sound pretty much the entire time because it's gonna be cycling through radio frequencies. But pay attention to anything you hear, in particular to words that resonate with who you're trying to connect to or answers you're looking to get, or if anything resonates or you hear anything that stands out, just put it in the chat so everyone can see and we can kind of do the work together. Okay, I'm just getting a drink really fast. Okay. Oh my gosh, there's a legit windstorm going on right now. Rory, what's up? We're about to use the ghost box. We just set up the space. Now again, we're gonna listen to the ghost box for a second, for a little bit. Then we're also gonna have it going while we are using the Ouija board, and then we'll use the dowsing rods after. We may not get a response from the Ouija board. Sometimes it can take a really, really long time. So I'm gonna try to just concentrate on this and not move and just like put energy into this. And then this will be going at the same time. So if you guys hear anything in particular, any sounds, any names or whatever that you think is relevant, or if anything happens in your space or anything, let me know. Let's talk about it. Okay, first I invite Carolyn Anderson and Lon Anderson into the circle. We would love to connect with you and hear from you, Grandma. I know that you love my YouTube community and you have asked so many questions about my YouTube channel, and we would all love to chat with you and connect with you if you would like to come through. You can use the energy from the candle, you can use my energy, and you can also use the energy from our electronic devices, as long as it doesn't obviously completely turn off, because that is how my community is joining us today. So please feel free to use this Ghost Box app. As you know, you've used it before. You can alter the voices in the radio frequencies that come through to speak to us. The Ouija board, you can create micro movements using my body as a vessel to spell certain things out or to answer yes and no questions. Please feel free to knock. Please feel free to move the candle flame at all. And then of course you can also come through using the dowsing rods when we do use them, which cross is yes, out is no. And then you can also point to specific directions in the room. Also guys, I do use a lot of like intuition when it comes to this kind of work, especially if I am connecting to someone that I know. So and if it isn't someone that I know and I'm just feeling something intuitive, I'll tell you guys, and maybe it will resonate with one of you. Because the first time I connected with Chance's grandmother, I only met her once, but it was because she was dying, unfortunately. But she like sent me a lot of memories that felt like mine, but they obviously were unfamiliar to me. Like letters rolled up and with ribbons on them and lots of mugs and like different stuff, and I was confirming this with Chance as it was coming through. I was like, I don't know what this means, do you resonate with this? And that was a lot of his grandma's hobbies and things about her, so I think she was trying to come through for him. So sometimes I'll get random intuitive messages. So if I speak anything and it resonates with anyone, please let me know. If it doesn't, that's totally fine too. But it's different. It's not like just a thought that I have. It like comes in and I almost get anxious if I don't say it or express what's coming through. I actually have an experience at one of the last call center jobs that I had. I was getting super anxious while I was talking to a customer on the phone. I had to put them on hold and go talk to this random person. And I said, I'm so sorry, I've never talked to you before. I don't know why this is coming through. I just have a feeling to talk to you. I have an older man coming through. I think I said with the letter J, like J, kept coming through, and his name was Jeremy, and it was her father who just passed away. And I told her I kept seeing clothes, like tons of clothes in a car. And she says, oh my gosh, he passed away 2 months ago, and I haven't been able to get rid of the clothes that are in my car. I have all of his clothes in my trunk. And to her, that was like almost a confirmation that it's okay to let go in certain ways, but it's also okay to feel how she's feeling and to grieve. And I never experienced anything like that before, especially at work. And I've been obviously working a lot with it with Chance's grandma, my grandma, and then like any energies I can really connect with. So that might happen. I just want to let you guys know if I say anything that seems random, it's because it is random and I don't know what's coming through. Okay, you guys ready? I'm going to start up the ghost box. Again, it's going to use the frequencies and it's going to be running through pretty fast. Okay. Okay. Can you hear this, guys? I want to put it where you guys can hear it. I heard that. It sounded like hello. Okay. If you are... Can you say your name? Whoever's coming through, can you say your name? Scott? Did anyone hear that? Is Carolyn or Lon here? Seven. Is Carolyn Anderson here? How many are here? Three. Okay. That sounded weird. Okay. Can you guys hear this when it's down here? Because I was gonna come here. Can you guys even hear that? Let me see if I can. Okay, can you guys hear that or no? Okay. And my grandma, it literally sounded like her voice when she came through. Ian. Does anyone know an Ian? That was very clear. Ian. Avi? Winter or Hazel at all? Okay. Oh, hello, you're new here. This is something we're doing for spooky season. Welcome to the club. Winter or Hazel is the name that you are dressing. Okay. We're doing just a spooky spirit session for fun. It really isn't as spooky as people believe. It's just a form of divination to connect. So, oh, did you hear that? Yes, welcome to the dream family. Okay, now I'm gonna open this up. So, do 3 times. Ouija. I heard real. Okay. You can use the Ouija board, you can use my hands to convey a message. Is Winter or Hazel here? And pay attention for specific noises that you feel like, because like sometimes I'll hear the exact voice of the person I'm connecting to, sometimes just for a split second. Hello, Jacob, how's it going? Sorry, I can't read all of the chat right now. Oh, Ian is your brother's name. Rory. Oh yeah, I for sure heard Ian for some reason. Okay, I'm gonna do this again. Ouija. Ouija. Okay. You can use my hands. You can use. You kind of do this to like charge up the energy of the board. So. Well, can you say your name of anyone who's here? Clearly, so we can hear it. Marcella. Marcella. Cody. I heard Cody. Someone said me. Okay. Ian. I heard Ian again. Wes. Yeah. Grandma, are you here? Can you give us a sign that you're here? You can use the Ouija board. You can use... Whoa. That was like a full sentence. Two. Can you use the ghost box to say your name and perhaps use my hands to spell anything out you want to say? And I'm barely touching on the Ouija board. I almost feel like it's too light, like, because I really don't, like, my hands are like coming off of it. I'm just like almost tapping the top. Anyone who's here that would like to connect with any of the audience who's watching, can you give them a sign, a name, anything that will resonate? Certainly. Is that what you said? Did anyone lose anyone who really loves horses? I keep seeing a horse in my head. I see a white horse in my head. Like, I keep seeing horses, and I keep smelling like, and a white horse is what's coming through. And I feel like I'm out there, like, taking care of horses. And it's something that's, like, very... Your grandpa, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just keep seeing horses in my head. Dalton? I think I heard that name. Yeah, is it a white horse perhaps? Because I keep seeing it's like a white, very like maybe light gray horse. I just ooh. Grandma, can you say your name, Carolyn? Oh, that sounded like her. That last voice. I can show you. Did you hear that? Yeah, so, and it could be like a horse coming through. It could be the person that owned the horses. Like, I believe that animals can come through the same way as human beings, you know? So, I just want to tell you also what I'm feeling, just in case it resonates with you. Who else is here? Can you use the ghost box to tell us? Can you say one of our names? Whoever you're here to connect with? Wait, I heard so many names there. Did you? Holy shit, I heard so many names. One at a time, can you say the names of who you're here to connect with? That was loud. Yeah, that was a clear hit. That's what I heard too. I heard him. Oh, pure white. Oh, wow. Let's see if we can get the name Champ then. That would be cool, right? Can you say Champ? Did you hear that? I literally said, can you say Champ? And I for sure heard Champ right after that. And then I heard Gate. I don't know if that's anyone that anyone relates to, but I heard Champ right after that. Did you hear that? Can you say my name? Haylee? Whoever you are, can you tell us your name? You'll have to let me know when you guys hear, because it's closer to you than me. Can you say someone's name who is watching this live stream right now that you're wanting to connect with? D? Cody? It either said... Oh my god. Carolyn, are you here? Carolyn Anderson? Carolyn Anderson. Carolyn Anderson. Can you please give us a sign? You can use my hands on this board. You can use the ghost box. Oh, I saw right in front of me, it was almost like a bright white sparkle, but it was like darker. That was my grandma's voice at the end. Can you say Carolyn or Lon? And you guys make sure you can also ask questions as well and see if you hear anything come through for you in particular. Haylee, I think I heard that. Yeah, so feel free to ask questions as well and then be listening in and see. Oh, really? Oh my god. Yeah, can you say Bella? Let's see if they can say Bella. Can you say Bella? Can you say Bella? Oh. I see my grandma in my head. She's literally holding her old parrot named Bonita that she had. And it's also a picture of her that I have, and I can see that in my head right now. Can you use the Ouija board or the ghost box to communicate? How old are you? Whoever's communicating with us, how old are you? Do you hear the windstorm? Lon, that's my grandpa's name, and that sounded exactly like him. Lon. Hi. Okay. Okay, Lon, you're here. Is Carolyn here? Can you say yes? Yes, yes. I said, can you say yes? And I heard like 5 yeses or more. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay. Can you say hi if you're here? Everyone who's here, can you say hi? Can you say hi? Can you say hello? When's your birthday? I want to see what we can get. What month is your birthday in? Is the wind loud? That was weird. Hello? That's what it sounded like. Oh, you heard Bella? I was trying to focus on this. I think I did. Did anyone else hear Bella? Do you hear that? Oh my gosh, that was so crazy. Holy shit, there's a lot happening. Okay, I'm gonna really try to channel my energy in this because we haven't got anything on the Ouija board yet. What's your name? Can you give us some names? You can use my energy to create stronger messages. You can use my energy. You can use my energy. Oh my gosh, dude, it just got super hot all of a sudden, and my body is like almost like tingly. Okay, you guys can use my energy to help make your messages stronger and more clear. I see. What is it in my head? I see a blue bike, almost like you, when you were a kid, someone that you was in your family or something, someone gifted you a blue bike. Anybody in the chat, if you had someone who gifted you like a light blue bike when you were a kid that you always used to ride your bike at their house, like up and down the street or something? I see this person, like, tell them, like, they're like showing me a memory of you, and then like they gifted you this blue bike when you were younger. I just see you riding a blue bike up and down the street in a little suburban neighborhood by the house. Ooh. Was it blue? I don't know if you have any specific memories, because I also had a bike, but it was not blue. It was pink, so I don't think it was to do with me. I just see that there was a horses thing that came up, and then I see this bike thing. Maybe it's connected to the same person. Here I am. Okay, I'm gonna leave this open. Oh. Okay, we're gonna try these really fast. Okay, can you guys see these? There are these rods. If they cross, that's yes. If they uncross, it's a no. And if they stay the same, then that's nothing. Oh. Well, whoever the bike memory belongs to, can you say a name that would resonate with them? Keep a lookout for the names if you hear any names, guys. Okay. Is anyone here with us? I want you to move. I want you to cross the rods if you're here with us. Oh, sorry, that was me. Oh, let me get very straight. Okay, cross the rods if anyone is here with us. Okay, do you see that? They crossed. Okay, let's test it. Uncross the rods. Whoa. Oh my god. It's going so weird. It's like going and then stopping. Okay. Do you see them? Okay. Now, cross if Carolyn is here. Is Carolyn Anderson here? Do you see them? Whoa, that one was kind of fast. Is Carolyn here? Do you see how they're moving? It is weird looking. It's not like they're just swinging back and forth. It looks like someone's holding the end of them and moving them very slowly. Will someone please give us their name through the ghost box? Bill? Will? Bill or Will? Heather? I heard Heather. Oh my gosh, shit is like hitting the window because the storm is getting crazy. Okay, where in the room are you? I heard hello. Hello. Okay, where in the room are you? I'm gonna hold this very still. Okay, where are you in the room? Yeah. They both turned right. That's where my closet is, and my bed, and my bathroom, and that's where I get the most kind of energy, so I guess that would make sense. Okay, can you straighten out again? use as much energy as possible to let us know that you're around, of course as much as you would like, but you have my energy field you could pull from, my phone, my clock, my candles. Will you do that for us? Can you cross for yes? Okay. Cross. Okay, straighten out again. There's a kid, I heard. Okay, thank you. Okay, these work very well. Okay, I'm gonna try one more time on the Ouija board. Has anyone heard anything from that they think resonates with them? I heard a few different names. I heard my grandma a couple times, and my grandpa's name Lon. I heard my name. We heard. Who was the name that we said we wanted to hear, and we heard it like as clear as day? Someone in the chat. Is the... I don't know how to make the, I can pull you a little bit over here from the window. Hopefully that helps a little bit. Oh yeah, it was Bella. Yeah, I've communicated with animals through this before. I've also heard dogs bark. Let's see if we can hear a dog bark through this or something. Think of your dog's name and ask it to speak, or someone to speak the dog's name, or the dog to speak their name on the ghost box. You can also just ask for a sign from your dog, and I want to see if we hear anything. The name, the dog bark, anything that resonates. So start focusing on that, and I'll also focus on that, and just keep an eye out for anything you guys hear. Yeah, we communicated with a horse earlier, I believe, right? Or was it the person that owns the horses? The horse for sure came through earlier. Okay, I'm gonna charge this up. I'm hearing whisper names. I heard bark. Did you hear that? Pay attention to see if you hear your dog's name or anything related to your dog. I want to see if they can actually come through. I heard bark though. Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes to see if that helps. T-E-X. Tex? Why is that coming in my head? Is it someone's name? Almost like a dog's name or something? I see T-E-X in my head. I don't know what that means. I've never heard of that before. I also heard it on the Can we hear a dog bark on the ghost box? Almost sounds like someone actually saying bark instead of actually hearing a dog bark. I know, I heard okay right after that. Yeah. I heard dog. Really, Jacob? Oh, yeah, guys, this is responding to your questions as well. So if you're wanting someone to come through, if you're wanting a specific name or anything, either speak that in the chat or you can say it out loud or intent, and we'll just see what comes through. I haven't got anything on the Ouija board, but we did get something on the, yeah, I heard someone saying bark for sure. It's like, can we hear a dog bark? And I just heard bark a couple times. So we've had stuff come through on the ghost box. The cards were crazy. We got the communication is key card. And then the dowsing rod seems to be working. Daisy or Glenn, can you say if that you guys are... Okay, Daisy or Glenn, can you either say Daisy or Glenn? I thought I heard that right after. Daisy or Glenn? Can we hear Daisy or Glenn? I heard so many names right there, and I definitely felt like I heard, as soon as I was saying Daisy, it went, like Daisy. Wait. Dawn? Does anybody know someone named Dawn? And then I heard White. Dawn White. See, can you say Daisy again? I swear I heard. Can you say Daisy? Daisy? I know I heard Day. Huh. Hello? Can you say hello? Yes. Can you say hi? Can you say YouTube? I heard Lucid. I said, can you say YouTube? And I heard Lucid. Can you say Lucid? Oh, okay, Jacob. Can you say Craig? Can you guys say Craig in the ghost box? I heard Craig. That sounded like Craig, right? Yeah, I definitely heard Craig there. Who else has a name? Let's see if we can get it to say another name. Hello? Heard music. Did anyone play the guitar? I heard a guitar. Did Craig play the guitar? Because I heard like a little like strum of a guitar. Let's see the 𝘾𝙃𝘼𝙈. Let's see. I believe they're in the fourth and higher because we're in the third dimension. The fourth dimension is where we kind of project to when we have an out-of-body experience, and the higher up we go, the less dense it is. So the fourth dimension is closest to our dimension, and I think that's where we go when we first cross over, if that makes sense, because it's the closest to this dimension. And in my near-death experience, it felt like I was in that astral realm as well, which I feel like is in the fourth dimension. So I feel like it'd be kind of any frequency higher than ours. Okay, let's ask. Where are you? Can you tell us where you are? Can you tell us where you're from? Like which city you were born in when you were alive, or which state you were born in when you were alive? Or which state you lived in? I can't make it out. Yeah, plane. Did you die in a plane crash? Someone that had to be a fisherman or loved being on the ocean, or someone that owned a boat. Does anyone know anyone like that? Someone that was always fishing, or they were on the boat, they were on the water a lot. I keep feeling that. So whoever's coming through, are you happy where you are? Can you give us a sign in my room? Can you knock on a wall? Can you let us know how you're doing? If you're happy where you are? Can you give us a sign on the Ouija board too? 40? Is that how old you were? Bluebird, Pittsburgh, something bird. Nice. I think it all depends about your intention and what you expect. I mean, we set the intentions before this space. I don't think anything would come through deceptive because I feel like we've set our intentions and boundaries for the space. But I don't necessarily believe in evil or demons, which is probably why I haven't experienced anything like that before. Because our beliefs truly do create our individual paradigms. So it's cool because whatever we choose to kind of invest in and emotionalize with becomes real. I'm not getting anything on the Ouija board, but I do see like images and different pictures in my head. And a lot of people are coming through on the ghost box. And the dowsing rods also work, but I'm not getting anything on the Ouija board right now. Do you guys have any specific messages for anyone listening with us? Anyone that's a part of this circle? Do you have any specific messages for anyone in the dream family? Dawn? Dawn? Beth? Maggie? Maggie? Peggy? Luis? Elton? Whoa, that was sounding weird. Yeah, I heard Luis as well. Oh, kitty. Oh, sweet kitty. What if we connect with your cat? Okay, I really want something. Oh, I'm Pam. Is your name Pam? Yes. Did you hear that? Okay, Pam. How old were you when you... Well, you were alive in the 3D before, right? Pam? I heard sure. How old are you? How old are you? I heard 2, 3 times. I heard 2, and then I thought it was 22, and then I heard 2 again. So 2, 4. Yes, it like 2, 3 separate times. I don't know if it's 2 plus 2 plus 2, and there's 6 or what. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to put as much energy as I can. Holy shit. White? This is it. World? Ron? This morning. Grandma, can you come through on the Ouija board? Can you use my energy to come through? Guys, can you use my energy to come through stronger on the board on the ghost box? My hands are like tingling, like I literally, they feel like static, like they're almost itching because they're tingling. So I don't know if someone's trying to move it, but my hands literally feel like so tingly, they feel like itchy. Almost like when all the blood rushes to your hands, kinda. That's how it feels right now. anything you want us to know? Hungry? Can you say Carolyn? I heard a whisper. It was very fast. Oh, I did hear Dawn and White. And I heard Heather. Yeah, I heard Heather earlier too. Neil, N-E-I-L, I believe. Louise again. How old were you when you passed away? I hear so many things coming through. Bye, Clever Fox! Oh, my hands feel so weird. I don't feel any movement on the board yet, but my hands feel swollen almost, like literally, like all the blood goes, like went to my hands, and it feels like itchy and like tingly is how it feels. Can you say something from a specific memory that will resonate with someone listening? Liquid? Bray. Bray? Bray? Bray or Bray? Bree. Who's Bree? I've heard Bree 3 times. Bree. Really? Wait, found what on YouTube? Oh, okay. Daniel, Devin. I'm getting a D name in my head. Daniel or Devin, I'm not sure. Okay, is there anyone who would like to come on the Ouija board before we close the Ouija board? I've heard Bree so many times. Oh, really? Oh my god, yeah, I heard Daniel and Devin. That's crazy. Yeah, and then I keep hearing Bree, like Brianna or something. I just keep hearing Bree. Okay, I'm about to stop using the Ouija board just because nothing's come through. My hands are feeling weird, which makes me feel like someone's trying. But I haven't gotten any movement besides from myself. I felt the pull though, like the weird feeling, like magnetic pull, but it wasn't enough to like actually move the board. Let me see if I can just close my eyes. Oh. R. I'm just experimenting. R. 𝑅LK or RL for someone's initials. Carolyn, can you say Carolyn or Lon? Can you say Lon? Yeah, it's not always easiest to hear. Sometimes you really have to pay attention and decipher it. Sometimes I'll have to go back on a recording and listen. So some things will pop out and other things you might not hear till later. And sometimes we don't really pick up anything that's super cohesive. So I think it really is different every time I use the bird. But we've gotten a lot of names, especially when we first started the board. We definitely got a lot of names. Can you say lawn? I heard the lawn whisper. And then it went shh. Can you say my dog's name? Juno? Can you say Juno? Can you say Juno? Can you say Juno? Oh, I love the little, like, full sentences like that. That's so cool. Okay, I'm closing this out. Didn't get anything. Can you say Juno? Let me see. Yeah, let's see if they can say home. Can you say home? Can you say home? Did you hear that? The whisper? That sounded like home to me. Right after you said that, like, I heard the... Okay. So sometimes I get a lot on the ghost box. Sometimes a lot of it's intuitive, and sometimes it's like in my physical environment. Like I will hear knocking on the walls. I will hear like a voice coming from my closet, or I'll hear like sometimes I hear all the time. I'll hear shuffling in my room, especially when I'm in the bathroom, which is in my bedroom. And I have to come out to see if Chance is trying to scare me because I can hear someone walking around in my room all the time. And I always peek out and no one's ever there. So that's one of my grandma's favorite ways to let me know she's around. So let's... Do you guys have anything else to share with us through the ghost box? Any names, anything that you would like to share with us, any messages? Please make them loud and clear so we can hear them. Can you say goodbye? They said, I'm kind of sad. Did you hear that? They said, I'm kind of sad. I heard it in 3 different voices. Is it because we're going? Do you want us to stay or? Thank you for talking to us. Can you say goodbye? Can you say goodbye? That's what I heard too. I thought I heard it go. Okay, thank you. We're gonna turn this off now. Any last words? Yeah, I've heard yes. I heard that's enough. Like someone talking and then someone else like, that's enough. I don't know if they were talking to the, yeah. Someone said like, she has enough or that's enough or something. I definitely heard what you heard, yeah. Here, let me pull a card for you, Jacob. You want to know if you're on the right path and still finding out your career? Let me pull a card for you. Really quick. We'll do a couple. See, but the Ouija board is not as scary as people believe. Sometimes I don't get any responses. Like, sometimes it literally just feels like a board, you know? And it has worked. It has worked before, but it never feels ever scary or, like, nothing ever, like, crazy happens. But I do get a lot of responses, like, in my physical environment. Things will move in the kitchen, things will drop, like, and I will see it with me and Juno. Juno spends a lot of time with me, and we'll just look at each other and be like, oh my god, did you see that? So, like, stuff happens a lot, but a lot of it doesn't come through the Ouija board. Okay, Jacob, I'm pulling a card for you for clarity on your life path. So there's a twist to this card. It says a new romantic cycle begins, and it's new moon in Libra. I think that this actually has to do with yourself, like self-love, and since it's to do with Libra, Libra is all about balance. Libra is the scales, and I think that is about balancing how actively you are looking for something like your path or the one, and making sure that you're also putting back into yourself in the present moment, because the best way to manifest what we want is to create the version of us that has what we want. So instead of imagining, instead of thinking about your dream job or something like that, what type of person would have to have your dream job? Like, what qualities do you want to have in that version of your reality where you have that job and you are successful and you are happy? What does that version of yourself look like? And then once we can become that version of ourselves, what we want naturally magnetizes to us, because the person we are now is attached to this current reality, and when we create a new personality, we are tapping into that new reality, that version of ourselves that has those things. Yeah, so the planchette moves with a Ouija board, but didn't really move this time. And also, you can make anything into a Ouija board. I used to make one out of like a little cup, and that still worked. So really anything can be used for that. But yeah, that's kind of how a Ouija board works, is it will use the weight of your hands and the energy to kind of move the board. Well, instead of just thinking about what your dream job is, just think about how you want to feel every day. What are your boundaries for how you want to spend your day? Do you want time? Do you want like freedom in your time? Do you want to have a lot of creative freedom in your business? Like, just ask yourself how you want to feel on a day-to-day basis, and that will narrow things down and help you figure out what you're meant to do, and just follow how you want to feel. And if you notice that you try something new and it feels really good and exciting in your body, maybe dedicate more time to that, because our feelings are connected to our intuition, and they will always tell us where we're meant to go. I'm going to pull one card for everyone, so if you have a question in your mind, think of this question. I'm going to pull this card for everyone. Okay, and the card for everybody is New Moon in Aquarius, and this represents bringing love into the situation. So the situation you're asking about, how can you bring more love into it for yourself? How can you make the situation more magical, and what can you let go of that you don't have control over anyways? A lot of the things that we worry about are things that we don't have control over. You can let those go. And I truly believe that if anything is truly for us, it will not miss us no matter what. So you can't mess up your life purpose. You can't do something that's going to completely ruin where you're supposed to go. You will always end up where you're supposed to be if it is meant for you. But your only job is to become the person that has that desire. And a lot of the time, it's just about creating a deeper relationship with yourself and seeing how you can be the best version of yourself for you, and in the work that you're doing, and in the people that are in your life. It's cool because we get to choose who our avatars are. We get to use these human bodies to literally create our avatar, how we want to be seen, the traits that we want to have, the habits we want to have. We can have all of that stuff, but we just need to figure out where the gap is and what we can implement into our life that helps us feel closer to our goals and to ourselves. But when it comes to bring love into this situation, I've found that pretty much everything becomes fixed when you bring more love and wholeness and acceptance into your own reality. So how can you love yourself a little bit more deeply? How do you care for yourself when you feel sick or when you are emotionally not doing well? What things do you like to do for fun? How do you spend time in your own company and have a blast? I feel like most issues that I've experienced are from me searching outside of myself for the feeling of wholeness or contentment, when really I'm the one that can bring that to myself. And if I can bring that to myself, then in any circumstance I will feel whole and complete, because that's something that I searched for in myself instead of in the outside world. And really what it comes down to is not giving ourselves enough. It could be enough downtime, it could be enough love. We aren't doing something creative enough that really fuels our soul. Maybe we need more adventure. There's always something that your soul needs, and that comes in the form of feeling like emotionally disturbed or unbalanced. And a lot of the time we're like, why do I feel this way? Why is this person triggering me? When really it's just a cue that you need to give yourself something. There is something that will make you feel, and a lot of the time we know what it is. When we're in a stressful situation, or when we feel really irritated, when you ask yourself, what is the one thing I know I should be giving myself more of that would automatically make me feel a little bit more better in this situation, or help me let go of things that I can't control? And usually that's what we do, and issues seem to kind of float away and kind of fix themselves when we surrender to what we cannot control, and we bring love and joy and humor into what we can control. And life is supposed to be a lot more fun than we make it. We kind of got dropped on this planet that's just floating in space, and we don't exactly know why we're here or who we are, and we get to go on the journey of just experiencing what it's like to be a human being. Nothing wrong that happens right now is going to matter. Like, it really won't. This is all about play and just discovery and just uncovering the traits of this human avatar that we get the experience of getting to know. Like, what does this avatar like to do? What are their dreams and aspirations? It's like you're figuring out someone else's life piece by piece, and you get to experience it as a soul, as someone who's playing this avatar, when really we are not this body. We are not really a part of this dimension, but we get to play the role of this human avatar and create a life that we're proud of and become a person that we're proud of. And I think that's something that's really cool, and we just need to not take it as seriously. It can be really, really fun, and it can be really freeing if you let go of some of the rules that you created for yourself. You know, a lot of the rules and guidelines we have for our life, it's like a lot of that we created, or it's programming, you know, and we can loosen up in any way that we want to. And if you want to act like you're 9 years old and go do some stuff that you loved to do when you were a kid, you should do that, because everyone thinks we have to grow up at a certain age and stop doing things that we love. No, we don't. We do not. I will literally allow myself to feel like a child for my entire life, because that's what's going to help me feel the closest to myself. That's going to help me feel the closest to you guys and the work that I do. And I don't care what anyone thinks about me, you know. It's just, if I am having fun doing what I'm doing, and I get to live, you know, a playful life where I get to meet other people online and inspire other dreamers, and have other dreamers inspire me, and us all just grow together and have a good time as human beings, like, that's cool. Like, that's all that I really care about, is having fun with whatever I'm doing. And if you're not having fun with what you're doing, how can you do it differently so you can have fun? How can you make what you're doing a little bit more magical? How can you discover something new about yourself and maybe seek a little discomfort, you know, and not take things so seriously? It's just about play. That's really all that it's about. But I love you guys. I appreciate you for hanging out with me. We didn't get anything on the Ouija board, but we did get stuff on the dowsing rod and the ghost box, which was pretty cool. We'll have to do another session again sometime, especially around any really energizing times of the year, like someone's passing, like my grandmother, or like even like full moon ceremonies. I used to do this a lot. I usually do them by myself, but maybe if you guys like full moon ceremonies and stuff, we can do that. I swear everything you've said sounded like it was just for me. Oh, I love that. I love you too. Thank you so much for chilling with me. Let me take you off this so I can show you the space we're working with. Okay, I need to stretch. So I got a little salt lamp. I have my plants. I have my tree. I put roses on it. I put roses on this. I thought that it looked nice. Here's my little Christmas tree. I just got it. I think he's cute. Here's all the stuff that I brought. Yeah, this is my room. There's my bathroom, and there's my closet. I shut them just in case. That way there wasn't any disturbances from sometimes when you hear the apartment settle, you can hear it from the bathroom or the kitchen, or the bathroom to the closet. And I didn't want even more sounds to come in because there was already the wind. And it's interesting, as soon as we stopped, the windstorm stopped, by the way. It started after we started it, and now the wind stopped. Let me see if you can see. There's the moon coming in through the window. Yeah, of course, and thank you guys for chilling. It was really fun. Again, you can cast a circle or set up a circle in any way. Pretty much it's just opening a sacred space. for people to come in and communicate with you. So it doesn't have to be anything, it doesn't have to be done in a very specific way. It's kind of whatever feels good to you. And then just some items that you feel like smoke, like incense, candles, whatever. If you cleanse the area with, it will purify anything that's not meant for you and allow whatever is meant for you to come in. So it's really all about intention. This feather just flew out of the cup. Yeah, I have a whole little cup of feathers. I thought it looks kind of witchy, so I put it in this cup. Anyway, I love you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys chilling with me. I'm a little tired. It's 9:34, so I'll be up for a little bit. I want to try to get some work done. But yeah, I definitely appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me. I hope you guys had an incredible Halloween and have an amazing spooky season. Again, everyone make your wish. We made a wish last time. Everybody make your wish, and as soon as we all have our wish, we're gonna blow the candle out. Dan, thank you for the $5. I appreciate you so much. Thanks for chilling with us. You're probably busy, but type in. Oh, I swear I have to show you guys a paranormal channel that's nuts. I have to find the name of it first, but oh my gosh. Okay, everyone, create your wish, and then we're gonna blow it out. What is your wish? You can wish for anything in the entire world. Whatever you want for your life. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank you. All right, everyone have your wish? Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Da 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 da. Okay, we made our wish. And I gotta get things cleaned up now. And yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. It's pretty dark in here. Let me try turning this light on. There we go. I love you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I hope you have a great night. And we, of course, will see you next Monday, this upcoming Monday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Have a great night, guys. I love you. Talk to you later.